Grind day, 70% intensity, body weight strength. And that's exactly what it is.
Yes. It'll be said like that every time.
Yes. And so grind day, we're working on body weight strength. And so that's strength with your body weight.
Mm-hmm.
The only exception to this on a grind day is that we do farmers hold and farmers carries with kettlebells or dumbbells on your grind day.
Yes, because we're working on grip strength.
Yes.
That's the goal with that. Something I do want to make sure to mention on a grind day is grind day is actually one of my favorites because I feel like it is a very overlooked training aspect in programs in the fitness industry, is because everyone wants to do stuff with weights. Like it's fun. It looks cool, but you need to be able to control your own body weight before you can even sometimes progress into these more complex things.
Yes, I would agree. Absolutely. So like working on that proprioception where your body is in space, working on core strength, on grip strength, just breaking down and taking specific time to work on progressing into a strict pull-up. Yeah. Or working on progressing your push-ups to be able to do a push-up or do more push-ups.
Yeah, and we have members that come here that have never been able to do a push-up because obviously it's a common movement in a lot of programs, but it's not something that is actually put into a progression in a lot of group fitness settings. Whereas here they are on a push-up or a pull-up progression, and then those members that have come here and they're like, I've never been able to do a push-up, like they're doing push-ups because they work on it every week.
Yeah, and I think people don't give push-ups enough credit for how much technique they involve, but there's a lot of facets to a push-up. There's a lot of core involvement in a push-up. So they actually deserve some focus training.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, if you're doing a push-up the way you're supposed to be doing it, they're tough. Pull-ups too.
Yeah. Yeah. So all of the things with body weight, I think, involve a lot of core. And so, one of the key components of that grind day is that we do some dedicated core. So we do some isometric core, where you're holding planks, hollow holds.
We've had them do L-sits before. Something else that I love on our grind day that's isometric holding is a reverse plank or like a Chinese plank. That's basically a plank, but for your posterior chain, so your backside. So your back, your glutes, your hamstrings.
Yes, I feel like that's often forgotten.
It's very forgotten.
Yeah. And so then we also do dynamic core. We do some what's called dragon flags, lifting and lowering of the legs. People love those. Abby's like shaking her head. Along with your classic sit-ups. And we like to do sit-ups with a tempo.
Oh, we love a tempo here, if you haven't figured that out. We also incorporate the sliders, core with the sliders. So we're doing like mountain climbers with the slider or plank lateral slides, that kind of thing. We also we did these this morning, Turkish get-ups.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Those are important for learning how to get up and down off the floor.
So if you haven't caught on yet, at BPG, we absolutely acknowledge that your core is more complex than just your abdominals.
Yes.
So we're talking about all these different movements, but your core includes the muscles in your back, your spinal erectors, your glutes, like all kinds of pieces that contribute to this. So there's actually a lot of movements, even ones we're not mentioning, that are filed under this core that we do on grind day.
Yeah, and it's not just your six pack. I'm making air quotations if you're not watching the video. Your six pack, that's not just what your core is. It's more complex than that.
Absolutely. So if you come to a grind day, your lift portion is going to be a little bit shorter comparatively to your build and your power classes. Your grind lift is going to be 20 to 22 minutes long. One of those days, we're typically focusing on some sort of upper body pull, upper body push, grip strength, focused core strength. We do some lower body stability work, balancing on the pads.
Oh yeah, love that.
So some sort of variation like that. And then your move portion is going to be somewhere like 18 to 20 minutes long.
So it's longer cardio.
A little bit longer. And this is typically when we're working a little bit more focused on that cardio piece. We often do an erg progression of some sort. This is, again, the 70% day. So you should be moving at more of a conversational piece. And we always say that when you get done with a grind day, you should kind of feel like you could do some more stuff.
Yeah. If you leave here and, like Rachel said, feel like you could actually do a little bit more, then you did it correctly.
Yes.
You did not do grind day incorrectly, if that's how you feel. And you should leave feeling good, you know? Like, you just feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just got a good workout in. Because a lot of times when members are entering a grind day will always follow a build day and they're already sore.
Yes. Yeah. That's good to point out. We do always follow that build day with a grind day intentionally so that people have what looks like a little bit more active recovery.
Yeah. And the goal is just to kind of get some blood flowing and get your heart rate up while also incorporating these strength pieces that aren't hit on the other days.
Yes, absolutely. Let's circle back to some of the focuses on grip strength, because that is the facet that we do that's not quite body weight, but it is working towards other body weight skills.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and in a way it kind of does incorporate your body weight, because you have to be able to hold it.
Yes.
You know, like, I don't know if anyone listening has tried to hang completely from the bar, but it's tough. It's really hard.
You know, they go that in different places. Like we were in Vegas once, and out in the middle of the road, they just had like a who can hold.
Oh yeah,
Themselves.
Did you do it?
No, certainly not. No, I was like, I can hold for not that long.
I was thinking more like you just didn't want to get up there in front of everyone.
Well, that too. No, but yeah, so dead hangs.
Well, and also an important thing to point out is that you're doing, for example, a dead hang, focusing on your grip strength, but that will carry over to something like a deadlift.
Yes.
Because in a deadlift, as you know, you are holding onto a heavy barbell.
Yeah. And that could be a whole other podcast too, is that all of these days
they
work together.
Yes. I was doing that. The camera will see what I was doing.
For the good of the other.
Yes. They intermingle with each other. And there's always a reason that we've done something.
Yes. Yes. The only other thing I'm thinking of, we didn't really mention, is handstands, and we'll occasionally do that on a grind day. Mm-hmm. And that's just honestly kind of a party trick.
It is, but there is some carryover as well, because there is a lot of shoulder strength and stability involved with a handstand that you can work on in that. And then also, essentially, a handstand is a plank.
Yeah.
So you're working on core there.
And I would also say there's something to be said for just getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And like working towards a skill that doesn't
absolutely
quite feel easy or feel normal, or feels like something like, oh, I'd never be able to do that.
Yeah, there's definitely been members that have come here and they've never done a handstand. We've, worked them through a progression in class, and they feel awesome to be able to do a handstand just because it's something they never thought they could do.
Yeah. And also, if somebody comes in and they're like, I don't want to do that, then, I mean, it's your workout. Like, I will give you a substitute. Like, you can do planks instead of handstands. They're not a requirement.
Yes, for sure. Although they are fun.
They are fun.
Sometimes I just feel like we need to not take ourselves so seriously all the time.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like that is such a key component. Like, I don't know. I just look around sometimes and see people just dancing in the middle of class.
Yeah.
And I love that because that is just a key component of our culture here.
It is 100%.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Favorite grind day moves? What's your favorite?
My favorite grind day moves. I actually really like the balance. Anything we do balance wise, like on the balance pads.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've said this a lot. That's something that also is overlooked in the major group fitness industry because balance is a skill, and it diminishes as you age, unless you train it. And a lot of group fitness, in particular, does not focus on that.
Agreed.
And so anything we do, like single leg stand, even when we're doing like farmers, single leg, that's balance training.
Yeah. When you talk about doing modifications for people and working down to the basics, stability is one of those basics.
Yes.
Just balancing on one foot.
For sure. Like when you stop listening to this podcast, just get up and try to balance on one foot and then report back.
Comment below.
Yeah, comment below. Yeah. What's yours?
Oh gosh. I really enjoy, we implemented a few phases ago, doing some more intentional ring rows.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I enjoy those. And then I also just enjoy a good dead bug or bird dog. And I love coaching those. Like there's nothing that brings me more joy than to get people doing those properly. Because if you do those properly, they're actually hard, quite challenging.
Yeah.
And take quite a bit of mental energy. And I love getting people to do those and to breathe correctly while they do them.
Yeah. This is the postpartum trainer coming out in you right now.
This is where I start to nerd out. Like 10 minutes later, I'm still talking about breath work. But
yeah. That's so true, though. Like, I do feel like a wizard whenever I get someone doing a bird dog correctly. And they're like, oh my gosh, I feel my abs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's hard, right?
I know. And then just watching a whole class of people do them correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is awesome.
Just like makes you want to cry a little bit, you know?